Shalom, 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 Akim. Yahbashim Yashai, Bashim Kadosh Barakatam, to you brothers out there, your sisters. Call Lord Yahbashim Yashai, Bashim Kadosh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS. Great millstone, the ruler, teach well. Citations to everybody out there, all you brothers, four corners of the globe, pushing the word out, truth and sincerity. You know, it's your brother Ariel from the Tampa Bay camp. Back at you again with another prophecy in motion. And I just want to kind of like to speak on, just want to basically say, man, me personally, I totally look forward to immortality, the concept of immortality and eternity. You know, it's something that the average person, they can't really wrap their head around. I mean, I honestly can't even wrap my head around the concept of living forever. But at the end of the day, that's what the scriptures say is going to happen with the Israelites. You know, we're going to be without sin. Thus, we're going to live forever. You know, we're going to find out for sure how it's all going to work when the time comes. But the scriptures say what they say. And that's something I personally look forward to. Being perfect. I mean, yeah, it's hard to wrap your head around the concept of immortality and eternity, because all we know is this life. And we see people come and go all the time. You know, us ourselves get sick, get hurt. You know, it's kind of hard to think about a life where we're just perfect. But yet, this is what the Lord has promised his people. We have to accept that. You know, there's really nowhere else around it. Hey, that's a beautiful thing, because we're supposed to be rulers, right? We're going to be ruling, perpetually ruling the other nations. Okay, we're going to have there's a total of 17 other nations other than us on this planet that we're going to have complete, utter dominion over forever. We're gonna have a whole bag of children, each one of us. Okay? And people worrying about this planet being overpopulated. Hey, that's not something that we need to worry about. Like the elder Yashawamba said, that's something Esau talks about. That's Esau talk. That's Edomite speak. And the earth being overpopulated. You worrying about that when we're still in America? Come on, bro. The Lord's going to have dominion over the earth. All right? He's going to be the power of the earth. It's not going to be Satan. Okay, like it is now. All right? He's not going to have dominion over this earth and over the people anymore. It's going to be Yahbashim Yashai that's going to be in charge of everything. All right? Yahweh Shai and his joint heirs. So it's not going to be the same kind of rulership that we are accustomed to living in this life. It's going to be perfect. And the best thing to do is, what I can say, use your imagination. You know, the Lord gave the Israelites, Jacob, as we like to call us, sons of Jacob, a very vivid imagination. The Lord has given us all these hints. He's given us all these signs and hints about what it could be like. All these different movies. The spirit that he puts on these directors to make these different movies and these video games and these cartoons and these things like that. There's a reason why these things exist. I hope you understand that. All right, the Lord sanctions these things so the elect can jog their mind a little bit. Because you can watch something like a Superman movie, and if you're in the spirit, you can see that, okay, there's scriptures that pop into your head. Tell me I'm lying. It's because it's supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be all powerful. It's hard to understand when we're in such a low state as we are right now. I get it. But that's why the Spirit's got to be working with you. You gotta have a vivid imagination to understand the things that are going to come to us, and we still won't even have a real percentage of the understanding because we're not meant to have that yet. But we are meant to believe. We're supposed to believe in everything the scriptures say. Who knows how it's going to be? But we do know for a fact that we're going to be living forever. And we're not going to taste of death. We're not going to grow old and feeble and lose our minds and then finally, pass away. That's not going to happen. Especially after no measly 1,000 years. That's absurd. 1,000 years? It's not that long. Yahweh Shai has been waiting just over 2,000 years. Okay? 2,000 years. So just so he could come back and reign for 1,000 years and then it's over? That's the end of the story? Back to a blackness? No, man. Come on, bro. What do you think? It's just our children are going to be ruling and we're going to die? We are the first fruits. We're not going to just pass away. That 1,000 years, man. That's going to be what it's going to take to get the kingdom of heaven established. We're the heathen that got to get in order. They can build in our kingdom. You understand? We don't really know the ins and outs of it yet, but we do know that we're going to be living forever. And that first 1,000 years is going to be crucial. It's going to be like the beginning of a new kingdom. And after that 1,000 years is up, the kingdom of heaven is going to be officially established. Esau is going to be destroyed, gone forever, as a dream. And all the rest of the heathen are going to be living in peace. Will they be perfect? No. But the earth will be in peace. Will we have to judge them? Yes. Will they be going off? Yes. But ultimately the earth will be in peace. The earth will yield more fruit, more life. The earth will more likely wax bigger. We're going to have power. You know the scriptures. The Lord's going to give us ultimate, complete power. Spiritual power. We're going to use that power to rule over the heathen and to do many great works throughout the earth and throughout the universe. That's the way I see it. Scriptures talk about how Yahweh Shai said, in my Father's house there are many mansions. It was in St. John 14th chapter. What does that mean? It says that basically, it's like a curtain. Like I forgot how it goes, but basically, I forgot how it's worded. But basically, in so many words, like the universe is like a curtain, expanding. Why would that be in there? We're gonna see all these things. We don't really understand time, the concept of time in these. Like y'all not getting it. Y'all too carnalized, man. The concept of time, years and months and seconds. Like we're gonna have a true grasp on the concept of time in the kingdom of heaven. Or this 24-hour day period and 60 seconds and a minute and it's not. No, something else. We're gonna get because you understand this, man. A day with the Lord is 1,000 years on the earth. A year is 360 days, 365 days. According to this world. Right? The time flows different in the spiritual realm. Like you got to think differently, man. Will we have access to the spiritual world? I imagine that, and as especially as the elect, if we are part of the elect, will we have spirit? Who knows? Interdimensional travel and these things like that. Who knows what's going to be bestowed upon the elect of Israel? Who knows? But the point is that if you're thinking that it's just over after 1,000 years, and then it's back to blackness, or it's just, you know, our children are going to be ruling, or I don't know. Like, you got to break that down, man. Make a lesson on it. These camps that are saying that, I got to make a lesson on it. Break it down, since you have the answers to that. Because immortality to us is exactly what it means. Immortality. You're not mortal. You're not subject to death. That's the way we're looking at it. We're looking at it in a sense of the meaning of the word. All right, so really the point is that, you know, you got use your imagination when it comes to this, man. You gotta think outside the box. You can't put the Most High into a box. All right, it's disrespectful as hell. We don't know how exactly it's going to be, but we know that this isn't it. The concept of this life is you can't bring it into the next world. This life here, this is an experience that we must undergo in order to get an understanding of what is about to come. And the Lord is clearly showing us signs. If you're not seeing the signs, then the Lord's probably not dealing with you. Lord's willing, I'll make another lesson on this later. You know, maybe I'll touch on some of this stuff later. Call Lord Yahweh Shalom.